Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to Girl Talk. I've got a little bit of mess and a little bit of drama today for you guys. Today, we're going to go ahead and do a Shantopolis world update. We have a bit to get through, but this is like an episode of rumor and speculation. Updates have been sparse from the Salah and Chantal camp, but we did get a vlog of them at the scientific center, and I will give you guys a very brief rundown on that situation. I woke up today and there was an interesting update. Salah doing things that Nader is known to have done in the past. These two are trying really hard to silence the critics. I want to focus on today what's going to happen when she arrives back into Canada. How soon can we be expecting that? It seems that she is being on her best behavior in front of Salah. Will he be able to even make it back to Canada? Is she going to be moving back into the villa because Salah doesn't want her with Pete? We'll also discuss the possibility of her scrambling behind the scenes because the numbers are just not what they used to be. All that and more coming up on today's edition of Girl Talk. Let's just get right into it. I mean, shall we? Also, the Girl Talk sign is just like working again now, so I'm a lie. All right, guys, welcome back to our Shantopolis world update. Now, just a quick refresher. The drama has been good. It's been fun. It's been fresh. Or maybe not. I mean, there was the drama with Zachary Michael. There was the drama with the zoo. There was even drama with Amberlyn Reed. Girl, you're really hitting it out of the park at this point. It feels like she might be the most canceled person on the internet. She opens a can of soup. Canceled. Nah, that would be the narrative that she would like to push. Honestly, I can understand why people are upset with her most of the time, especially when it comes to the pumped up kicks drama. That to me, looking back, it feels like the worst. Yeah, Cuba was bad. It was like the floodgates had opened up and what she was spewing was nauseating. But the timing of the pumped up kicks, I don't know. I feel like that is probably the worst. Let me know, you guys, which situation was her all-time low in your opinion. I feel like it has to be between those two. All right, so we're going to get into a little drama, but before we do, I thought I would go ahead and talk about her new vlog. It was on the Couples channel, and it was called Vlog at the Scientific Center of Kuwait. I was honestly surprised by the amount of nice comments, not gonna lie, and I see a lot of people that seem new. So maybe her plan to replace her audience with people who don't know her past, maybe it is actually working. Who's to say? This is just another boring vlog. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Chantal was delighted to see they had a Pizza Hut and Applebee's. And then she pets a stingray. Chantal was promptly bit by something in the fish tank. There was literally a cat behind glass. The more it went on, the more irritated I became. You can see in this picture, they are blasting the LED flash into this animal's eyes. This kind of thing is just not very interesting to me. I would rather watch a documentary where you can see the animal in the wild without the annoying giggles in the background. So just an observation, but I find it quite interesting that most of the places they go to are empty. The restaurant was empty. Kuwait Towers was empty. The desert was empty. And the scientific center, you guessed it, guys, it was empty. Now, you could say that she is trying not to film anyone so she doesn't get in any trouble. What do I know? Anyways, Salah, to me, it feels like he has more love for himself than anyone else. Take a look at this clip and tell me if I'm looking into this too much.
Digestion pinball machine. Okay. This is the food goes in your stomach. It's stuck in your esophagus. You choked. The stomach, okay. Duodenum. Whatever that does. And then your intestines, small intestine. And then it's ready. Oh, then the large intestine.
Then no comment.
So they were playing digestion pinball and she was talking about where the food was going. And it was like he knew what she was going to say and stopped her before she said it. Am I reaching? Look at her feeling herself in the funhouse mirror. And that's all, guys. Not much to see here. Save your time. Go to a museum or something, or stay tuned to Girl Talk. I did notice the amount of people watching these vlogs. It just keeps trending downward. So it will be interesting to watch, that's for sure. What's her next big move? I'm highly anticipating the trip back to Canada, so I thought maybe we could discuss some theories. What if she never goes back? Well, I mean, she only has 3 months before they send her back, right? It will come as a shock for sure when she goes back and the Kia no longer works. She was already talking about that. Things could get really bad. She seems to be going on without a care in the world, but what if the Kia is broken and she's blown through all of her monies in Kuwait? What is she going to do? What about keeping up rent on the villa? Is she? That question is too invasive. Will she continue to live with Pete's? Will she ever go back to the villa? These are all burning questions. Salah is not going to let her live with Pete's anymore. So where will she live? That will come to light eventually. Speaking of P, will he make it? It's getting colder and colder in Canada, and there is a possibility that he could be snowed in with nothing to eat, rationing M&Ms. Oh wow, things could get really bad. Now, I don't like talking about other people's view counts. Girl, you do it all the time. Well, here's the thing. You cannot compare your views to other YouTubers because you'll be constantly unhappy. There's always going to be someone doing better. That's just how it is. But what you should do or could do is compare your own views to your past views. What can I do to improve this situation? Is it that my vlogs and live streams are now incredibly mundane and people prefer to discuss me than watch me? Because that's not a new phenomenon. There are plenty of creators that people watch the drama videos, but they don't actually watch them. But wow, Foodie is falling fast, you guys. I can tell you right now, she was disappointed with that paycheck. I can tell you right now, she is scrambling behind the scenes, and desperate times call for desperate measures. So imagine my surprise when I woke up to find this post on Twitter and YouTube. It would seem that Salah is actually striking channels now. But here's the problem. Nobody seems to know who exactly it was that he struck. But if this is a precursor to another Nader al-Shami going off on the entire community, it's going to be a problem. The thing is, he has no way of following through with this. In order for this to amount to anything, you have to file in the country the uploader resides in, for example, the United States. We know that that's not going to happen. But I have to wonder if maybe Foodie is behind this. She's been known to lash out when things weren't looking so good, and they're not looking so good for her right now. Anyways, whoever was on the receiving end, I do hope that they come out, and please let us know, because I'm dying to know. And here I thought we were in the clear from Nader's nonsense. Just to be clear, Foodie and Salah, whatever you are thinking of doing, it's not going to help. Just ask Amber Lynn or your ex. Anyways, what is going on here? I mean, Salah puts out gaming videos, so I can't see anyone using those. Maybe this is on behalf of the couples channel. Maybe she gave him the couples channel. Theories are running rampant. Honestly, if I was Foodie, I would be shaking. I would be physically shaking because at any moment, the Canadian IRS could come knocking on her door. And will Pete's answer that door? And what are they going to say when he replies that she is in another country? Things wouldn't look too good, would they? And really, it could happen at any time. They could come looking for that money. And that's a scary thought. What happens next for this marriage? Is the distance going to make this entire sham come crumbling down? I saw this post on r/Foodie Beauty, and it really got me thinking. She doesn't seem happy, no matter how she is portraying her life to us. But alas, we only see one tiny little sliver. It is so different from the life she had in Canada, but she has to go back eventually. She needs to face reality and pick up the pieces of the broken life she left behind. Does she plan on living as a married woman in Canada? Can Salah even live in Canada with her? There was past conjecture about her being unable to sponsor him because of past bankruptcy. Interestingly enough, the channel that actually came out with that has been scrubbed from the internet. A lot of people were releasing her personal information. A few trolls working for Foodie Beauty, allegedly. And now she has unfortunately left the internet. So when you take into account the situation that happened with Perfectly Imperfect, and now this copyright strike, I think we see a pattern here. Foodie and Salah are trying to shut people up. from what we see of Salah, he seems to be an average guy. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but he doesn't seem to have the quote unquote connections. I mean, neither do I. This whole thing, I feel like it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, or even next week. But when she arrives in Canada, it's going to be a shit show. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Like I mentioned, we are working with very, very little material for this episode today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Maybe I'll just go back to eating food in my car at this point. Let me know what you guys think, and I will, of course, catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.